stagnant. You can always get better. You try to improve each and every year, I think, in these things. And, I'll be 100 years old and coaching and still trying to get better and still trying to learn something and do things better.
Is there anything you want to do differently this year with this program?
I thought the kids did a great job. Being able to have 3 weeks of bowl prep, I think really has helped us from the overall team standpoint. And the other is just added a competitive level of what they got over those 3 weeks. That it wasn't just all game prep and game planning, but a lot of things going against each other on a one-on-one level, on a team level, of putting ones versus ones, twos versus twos, and letting them compete. And they've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed the 3 weeks of that. And so that was something that you can get tied up in schemes so much and game planning that you can't forget. The other part of this is to get some of those guys that are going to be sophomores next year ready for their next experience.
Drew Richmond said he kind of found the fun in football again this year, playing for this team. When he first came here, did you get a sense that he was, I don't want to say jaded, but that he felt differently about football after his last 4 years, or what was your pitch to him?
Yeah, we're so thankful for Drew and the job that he's done for us and the leadership that he's provided. And Drew was just a guy that the University of Tennessee is a terrific place and a terrific football organization. And sometimes guys just need fresh starts and need the opportunity to start anew. And Drew was that type of guy, and from day one. You could just see him just fit this place and fit USC, and came in here with no ego, nothing but, hey, I want to go earn a job, and was very humble about it, and proud of him, because he was sitting there in a 2 position all spring, all training camp, and fought for it. And then you look up, and he was the best right tackle that we had, so we put him out there, and man, has he done wonders this year. I'm hoping that foot gets better so he can have another experience this last game.
What is the latest with him?
This was the first time he's actually really got out here and practiced. He got about half the practice in, and then we shut him down. But it's a lot better than it was yesterday. We'll see where it is tomorrow. Again, I think he'll be medically cleared. It's just his confidence level and seeing where it was. But today was a positive. We'll see where it goes to from here.
Any more confidence in Marquise?
He did not practice today. I think it's going the other way, just being honest. If really, to be honest with you, if it doesn't look any better tomorrow, then you're probably not going to see him Saturday. Dan.
Michael talked about this game and I guess Keaton too, about the opportunity to kind of win the fan base back. Are you looking at it that way in times that kind of with the transition to next year and all that to grab everybody and get them back on board?
I love our fan base, and I love them because they hold our expectations high, and it's why we all came here. And we've got a tremendous opportunity. I think we all feel it, to really finish strong. The opportunity to win 6 out of the last 7 games and to finish against a top 25 opponent, 16th ranked team in the country in Iowa. So our kids see that opportunity, and what's been really neat is to be able to see the seniors like a Christian Rector, like a Michael Pittman, like a John Houston, and the sense of urgency those guys are playing with and practicing with, and want to leave their mark and their legacy. Because like I said, this is a great game for us to focus and prepare on, because I really feel we're going to play 6 of these type of games next year. I think we're going to play 6 top 25 opponents next year. So I love the way they've approached this week. Hopefully it carries over to game day, but I couldn't ask for anything more from a group of men these last 3 weeks.
We discussed the fan sentiment thing a lot last week. I know some players have tweeted about it, and it's been a talking point. Did you have a conversation with them just about how to process that and how to internalize it? Or?
No, I've always told them, we all have roles, and I've said this to y'all before. I mean, our role as a team and as coaches and as players is to go out and win football games and do our absolute best both on and off the field to represent our university. The media's role is to report and have opinion, and the fans' role is to bring the passion. And when you're living up to expectations, it's usually good passion in my 25 years of experience in coaching. And then, if the expectations aren't quite there, then you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it as players. You're going to feel it as coaches. And the beauty for us is we try to live up to those expectations each and every day. We've got another opportunity here come Friday to go out there and show what Trojan football is, and to be able to go out to Holiday Bowl and compete against Iowa and hopefully get a win. Man, that would be a great thing for this team, for this staff, and these players.
With a physical team like Iowa, is this an opportunity to give you guys momentum in that aspect going into the offseason?
Yeah, we've had some of these opportunities to be able to. I thought the UCLA game going against Joshua Kelly was a huge statement for us, because I thought that was one of the better backs in the country, and something that hurt us the year prior. And so we're going to see a similar type attack in here with 12 personnel, 22 personnel, 21 personnel, a team that loves to be first down efficient and try to get to 3rd and 1 to 3. They remind me of the old Stanford team. They really do. Some of the old Stanford days of that, where they're going to run the play clock all the way down. So this is another great opportunity for our defense, and we've talked about how important it is to be able to match personnel, to be able to get the communication correct, the gap integrity, and bring the physicality. This is one of the better run teams in the country, and they really play to their defense. They hold on to the ball with long drives and do a great job of being able to take all the clock off, all the play clock down, and only giving up like 64 plays a game to their opponents. So it makes you have to take care of the ball and make sure that every possession counts.
Are there any guys based off the practices for the bowl that you're really looking forward to seeing these guys play December 27th?
It was so good to have Vavai back for UCLA. Some of the plays that Steven Carr made in that game too, I thought were great. I'm looking forward to watch 23 in his hometown in San Diego, and ITS in his hometown of San Diego. So that's going to be fun. But I'm really looking forward to right now. I think we've got a great challenge, our offensive line against their defensive line, which I think is one of the best in the country, not only against the run, but also, as far as the pass rush. And so that's probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, is just watching those two groups, because I think, our offensive line is coming together as a premier offensive line group throughout the year. And obviously Iowa's group is well heralded. So it should be fun to watch. All righty, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.